standing at the Beetham landfill where rubbish trucks come to dump domestic rubbish, commercial rubbish, sheet metals, plastics, Pampers. A lot of people make their living from the Beetham, but mainly the people who live in the Beetham itself. I spoke to a number of people who all said more or less the same thing, that they have to contend with the dust when it's the dry season, that they're not provided with masks, that when it's the rainy season they have to contend with slush and mud. It's unhygienic, of course, it's a landfill, but it's also unhealthy for them to be in here every day. And yet this is how a lot of people feed their families, men and women. And it's even home to some people who live on the landfill. So I'm going to take you on a mini tour of the landfill and we'll chat to some of the people who live and work here. You come and you drop rubbish here every day?
Oh, yes.
What are the problems?
Well, some of the problems I would say that I will encounter here is the dust, the smoke, and when in the rain time you get a lot of mud and slush. Some of the standards need improving. Like, let me say the road itself, you know, if they could have built a permanent road and a hard road then, and then if they could also have vehicles that will be able to keep down the dust, like with water then, to keep down the dust, especially in this this dry season. There's a lot of dust and it's very frightening, you know, to know that you're out here and then you have to leave and go home to your family and things. I think we need some attention down inside here. I would say so.
Considering how long this landfill is in service, it's every single day, right? Port of Spain and environments, all this rubbish is coming here. So I guess what you're saying is true, but I believe the problem or a solution to this is recycling. Right? Which part they will have more space, you know? So this is something the authorities need to consider.
In the rainy season, it's real pressure because when you're coming inside there, there's some real big hole, you're getting tired busting, mud is sticking. It's pressure to come in and they get back out when it's raining. Really, really problem. Total problem, mess. The whole place has been a whole mess. When it's dry, it's dust. I can't say them guys and them could be able to stay inside here. They could have it better than how it is. At least they could spend some money and fix it here better than how they have it here right now.
I have kids, you know, and I just have to take that into account. I have young kids, you know, so I take it very serious. I come in here and having to be mingling with my kids. It isn't healthy. You have to bear that in mind. And it is something at your risk when you come here. Whatever happens to you here, you know, is at your own risk. You know, you have people coming here, lost body parts, they lost their life and nothing comes out of it.
How?
You understand?
How does that happen?
You know, well,
You get run over.
You get run over by vehicles and stuff, you understand? It isn't something regular, but it does happen, you understand? I'm telling you, for the past 2 months back, is the hardest and the worst state I've ever seen this landfill in. You know? All those environmental departments, waste disposal, SAGU, you name it, all of them had a complaint with the conditions. It was chaos, it was totally something, you know, unacceptable because of the rain, the conditions. The road and drainage, everything was just haywire.
For my first time coming in here, I find it's not very nice. Why I have to say if I was a millionaire, I would have liked to contribute money, you know, to help these people. But I can't because I'm not rich, you understand? But I think the government should do something about this. Like last week I come here too, I saw a woman eating on the ground. I felt sorry for her.
People live on this landfill, don't they?
Yeah, people stay months on this landfill, you know, looking for the daily
sleep.
bread, yeah.
Where do they sleep?
In makeshift tents, that kind of stuff.
Hello, you live here? This is your pad?
Well, you could say that for the hour.
Okay, so what, you're a salvager then?
Yeah.
What do you salvage?
Metal, bottle, paper, etc., etc.
Make a good living?
We had to make it very hard to do it. It's not that easy, you know. So we make it do because that is the way it is.
Where did you live before here, or you always lived here?
We lived San Grande, Arima. I worked at the dumps before, you know. Stay here for after maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we go home and we come back. We don't stay here for right through. You go home, or whatever you make, you go and check your mommy, whatever, and you come back, you know, because it's an everyday settings, every day. The day you work, you get nothing. The day you work, you get something.
Have a family?
Had a family and just have my mother to see about, and that is all. You know? If we just camp out here for a period of time, long, very long, maybe years, whatever, you know. And we had to set up ourselves properly because we're in a place that have plenty things could happen to you, you know what I mean? Once you come in here, it is dangerous because everything is in the air, because there's all kind of chemicals and different things and rotten things, but you got to get accustomed to it. After a while, well, those who survive, survive. Those who don't, just don't. Not everybody might be lucky at the same time.
Well, everything is everything. I try my best to keep out of trouble, so I just rather come here to look for $1 now.
You have kids? You have a family, a wife?
You have a big daughter, 20 years.
So this is how you make your living?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, all the trade and thing too, you know, there's paint and I could do little jewelry and thing, you know. So, I rather do that than to go and interfere with anybody, you know.
Since majority of the time when I go out and look for work and thing, the people and them already turning me down. So that I see I don't really get no work and thing already. So right through is right here, just get me a little money and thing when they come. Because right now it's how my child going to school is right here making she go to school. Because going out there and looking for work, people saying you're from the Beetham, and when they tell you you're from the Beetham, you ain't getting no work. So what you gonna do? You have to come and hustle here just to get money to send your child to go to school.
Is it enough? The money?
No, the money doesn't be enough, but you have to make it do.
You know, it just works against you once you're from the ghetto, you understand? You know, sometimes you might get into a job. You might lie by your address, you know, which I really don't like to. I am a resident of Beetham Estate, you know. There are good things come out of Beetham. Good things come out of Laventil. You understand? Good things come out of Sentence. Good things come out of Gonzales. There is no reason for discrimination. I believe everybody have the right to earn $1. And to earn $1, once one is willing to work, they ought not to be discriminated. You understand? Because of your color, or your race, or where you come from. That is a crime. That is the biggest crime.